Man is Timothy Fisher, a former teacher who this week was convicted of crimes against children. Crimes I cannot specify here without risking the video being flagged. Fisher was convicted for offences committed while employed by a tutoring centre affiliated with Crimson Consulting, where, under their employ, he indecently assaulted and filmed girls as young as 9 years old. Now, if this story upsets you, I've got bad news because Fisher had indecent acts going all the way back to 2002. Yet somehow, Fisher was able to pass through Crimson Consulting's hiring system and somehow gain employment to work with children again. Which means either Crimson has a dangerously negligent vetting process, or worse, Fisher wasn't vetted at all. And as a result, innocent little girls were harmed. So why am I talking about Crimson Consulting? Why am I wasting my breath on this piece of... Because Crimson are trying to push through a charter school application. One for Aotearoa Infinite Academy, which is currently being fast-tracked. They even managed to secure former Prime Minister Sir John Key onto the advisory board. If this story makes you sick, that's the right reaction. But unfortunately, it's probably something that you're going to need to get used to. Because under the charter school model, stories like Timothy Fisher's will not be anomalies, but rather previews of what charter schools make possible. Because make no mistake, someone like Timothy Fisher would have never been hired at a state school. Despite charter schools receiving taxpayer funding, they are not bound by the same employment standards as state schools. In many cases, they can even hire unregistered teachers. Think about it this way. As taxpayers, we are paying significantly more per student at charter schools than at public schools. Around $45,000 per student, in fact, compared to $9,000 at a state school. Yet, for that extra cost, we are receiving